So one night a week, Jules and I throw axes in the Backyard Axe Throwing League. So we need something that's easy to cook, delicious, easy to eat, and will give us the fuel we need to win. Welcome friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do another sort of one-pan chicken and rice dish. This time it's chicken, rice, black beans, a little bit of tomato, and some hot pepper, cinnamon and cumin. So there's a lot of spices going on in this mix. So I've got some chicken thighs here. Of course, you could use whatever chicken you like. And I'm just putting salt and pepper on both sides just to start building that flavor. Okay, the pan is hot. These induction burners heat up really quickly. So I'm going to hit this with a little bit of oil. Now what I have here is a cast iron pan. It's an enameled cast iron pan that can go in the oven. And something that you can put in the oven is very important for this dish because we're going to finish it in the oven. So this oil will heat up really quickly. And as soon as it's hot, put the chicken in skin side down. And we're just trying to brown the chicken. We just want to get a little bit of color on both sides. We don't need to worry about cooking it all the way through. Okay, let's see. Good color. Doesn't need to be too brown because it is going to go back into the oven to finish browning. Okay, I'm going to say that the chicken has a good initial browning. So I'm going to take it out of the pan, stick it in a bowl, put it on a plate, whatever you've got. Doesn't have to be fancy. And now back into the pan with a couple of bell peppers and a diced onion. Okay. And we just want to fry this off until it's softened and the onions are translucent. And I've used a red pepper and an orange pepper because that's what I got at the grocery store. I'm one of those people that shakes my head and, sort of rolls my eyes when I see cookbooks or chefs telling you that you have to specifically use a certain color. Use what you can get, use what you like. I don't think the color of your bell pepper really matters all that much. Maybe it does. Leave me a comment and tell me what you think. Okay, that doesn't take long to soften up. So now we're going to put in the spices, and the first thing to go in is a cinnamon stick, some ground cumin, some hot pepper, and I've just sliced these into larger pieces, and then some garlic. So I've got 3 cloves here, as much as you like, or as little as you like, and I'm just going to put that through a press. Because who wants to chop garlic? Now we just give that a stir, and we're just going to fry this until it becomes nice and fragrant, which again, won't take very long. Okay, looking good. Next in is the chicken stock. Okay, so I've got this on medium-high heat. I want to bring the stock up to a boil before I add the rice. I've also held some of the stock back so that I can adjust it later if I need to. I can add a little bit more. So as this comes up to a boil, you can put in your can of black beans. And of course, these are rinsed before I put them back into the can to show you that I was using canned black beans. And a can of cherry tomatoes. Now, if you live somewhere where you can get fresh cherry tomatoes all year round, use them. If you grow cherry tomatoes in your garden, like I do, use them. We just happen to be at a time of the year where I don't have them. And I like to have a couple of cans in the larder because they work really well in a dish like this. Let the stock reach a boil. And I mean, it doesn't have to be a raging boil, but just so that you see that it's starting to come up to temperature. Okay, a few bubbles, close enough. Now we put in the rice. And I'm using basmati rice because I really like basmati rice. I think the longer grain works well in this dish. But again, if you have a favorite rice or you have a rice that's always in your cupboard, go ahead and use it. It doesn't have to be basmati. I'm just going to kind of sprinkle this on carefully. Make sure it gets everywhere. All over the counter too, apparently. Now I put the chicken back on, skin side up. And we just lay it on top. And as Chef John says, pour in the accumulated juices. And the last thing is a little bit of salt and pepper on top. Probably doesn't need much, but I find just a little bit of dressing at the end really helps the flavor later. And it helps to crisp up that skin. And I've got an oven preheated to 375, and I'm just going to stick this in, and it'll cook for 45 minutes to an hour until the chicken is fully cooked through. Hey, Jules.
Hey, Clint.
Oh,
Hey,
so
friends.
we have here
Some supper.
is another one-pan meal.
For a
Chicken and
busy
rice.
night.
Yep, chicken and rice.
Thank you.
This time, though, I put in some black beans, and
rice.
there's some extra spicing in there. So
I can smell it. It's got a very. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Oh,
It smells great, though.
well, there you go. There's the bark,
Oh, cinnamon.
cinnamon, and cherry tomatoes.
Oh. Okay, yeah, cinnamon.
yeah.
Got it.
So I mean, the chicken is going to taste like chicken. It's going to be moist, and there's really
Like
no.
chicken. All right, so I'm not going to taste the chicken. I'm going to taste the beans and
The flavor's all in the rice. Yeah.
All right.
Completely.
I'm in. How hot is it? Mm-hmm. I should wait? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's talk about the smell some more.
That's nice. So for my taste, I think I would up the cumin a little bit. I think you could still approach a little bit more cumin. And maybe another cinnamon stick. You get a lot of cinnamon on the nose, but it's not so forward in the flavor.
But that's the thing about cinnamon, right? Cinnamon is all about the smell.
Mm-hmm.
It really, there's no flavor to cinnamon, if that makes any sense. There's no
Yeah.
flavor in your mouth to cinnamon. If you're not smelling it, you don't have
You
it.
don't have it. But I think this is a nice change from the other flavorings that we often put in our chicken and rice dishes. Yeah. And the hot pepper, you can go as hot or not as you want.
choose?
Yeah. And then the cherry tomatoes. Again, you could put in different colors if you don't want to just have red.
I think it would go well, like, I think if you complement with like some cauliflower.
Cauliflower or broccoli on the side, yeah, would be
Yeah.
really nice. I think you could probably even, if your pan is the right size, slip some broccoli right into this.
Think so? It wouldn't
Yeah.
bring too much extra moisture into the whole?
I don't think it would. You maybe cut back a little bit on the chicken stock. Now I held some chicken stock back and I didn't put any more in
Okay.
while it was cooking, and it probably could have used just a little bit less than I did put in.
I was going to say, it doesn't seem like you're doing without.
No.
You have to
You have to watch it.
watch it. And
Yeah.
not everything's the same. Right? Everybody's oven's different. Everybody's pan is different. The rice can be different. The weather can be different. There's so many variables, but that doesn't mean it's difficult. It's
No.
just a matter of looking and going, oh,
Yeah.
that looks like it needs some more.
Yeah, and it's not, and you don't have to hover over it. You can just, take a look. Pretty casual. Keep it casual.
If you're me, you forget, so you have to set a timer to go and look. But other people seem to have the knack for looking
Regularly. I kind of remember most of the time. So, give this one a try. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.
Take care.